All right, my friends, welcome to this edition of Hats and Beards. This is a little series I guess I've started unintentionally that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy because I want to pique your interest in hats in general, whether you have a beard or not. But I also want to afford you the opportunity to accessorize your beard or your outfit and to diversify your image and your persona. It's nice to have a beard, but you have to be able to do something with it if you want to capitalize on it, if you want to go further with it. And so I'm hoping that this series will do just that. So today I'm going to be showing off the pork pie. This is a very circular hat. That's what it's known for. This is the classic style. It's very round. It's got a curved brim, a flat crown, and a circular indentation with a ribbon that goes all the way around, and usually you see a bow on them. The material of a pork pie is generally made of wool, felt, or straw, although you will see them made out of different things like polyester, paper, leather, so on and so forth. Just really about anything. But classically, they've been made out of wool, felt, or straw. Now, this particular hat is made out of 100% Australian wool. Now, there's also what they call the diamond pork pie hat, which is the very first pork pie you saw me wearing in a couple of videos ago. It's not quite the same. It doesn't have the circular flat crown, but it does have the indentation and two dimples on the side. And this is a very nice hat. It's very circular likewise. But it does fit the description of the pork pie. But that's the difference between this hat, the classic pork pie, and the diamond pork pie. Both beautiful hats, very, very comfortable. And this diamond pork pie right here is made out of 100% polyester. So regardless of what you get, I think you're really gonna like it. Now, you might be wondering how the pork pie got its name. Well, there's a town, a market town in Leicestershire County, England, called Melton Mowbray, and apparently they're known for their pork pies. It's a pork-filled pastry. Quite frankly, it doesn't look appetizing to me, but a lot of people believe that the hat resembles, at least with the curved brim and the flat crown, resembles the pork pie. And if you've ever seen a picture of one, you would understand why. But that's why this is also called the English pastry hat, or the Melton Mowbray pork pie. Thankfully, we've narrowed it down to just the pork pie. I can't imagine calling it by its longer name, but the English pastry hat is kind of a cool moniker, isn't it? I like that. But we'll stick with the pork pie in this video. Now, to give you a rundown, the history of the pork pie, they've been around since the early 1860s, and they were primarily a woman's hat, believe it or not. Now, I'm going to guess they were somewhat of a slightly smaller version, because women oftentimes have smaller heads anyway, not always, but the main reason why I think they were smaller was because they wore them tilted forward on their head, and that's because they would wear ponytails, buns, their hair would be coiffured, and so it would require them to wear them further forward. You'd see ribbons streaming down the back. Now, I haven't read it anywhere, so don't quote me, but I'm going to guess they probably pinned them to their hair to stabilize them. I don't know that for sure, but it seems like a plausible theory. But it took about 30 years for men to start adopting the pork pie for themselves. It was the 1890s when they adopted them, and then in the 1920s, Buster Keaton, the famous silent movie star, great movies, excellent stuntman, nothing like it. I'll tell you what, great movies. I could get off on Buster Keaton and a whole tangent with that, but I won't. I'll resist the urge. But he made them popular because he actually took a fedora and modified it, altered it. He had a process by which he turned a fedora into a pork pie, and I think his were mainly straw, or maybe paper. I'm not sure. But anyway, he made them popular. The jazz musicians of the 20s and 30s did likewise. They were also wearing them quite often, and usually tilted back. And that's kind of a cool look. I think I would wear it that way oftentimes myself, depending on what kind of image I wanted to put out there. And then they kind of fell out of fashion for a while, and there was a resurgence of them in 1971 when Gene Hackman played Popeye Doyle in The French Connection. And the character he played, I can't remember the name of the real-life detective that he played, but he really did wear a pork pie his entire career. And then if you fast forward to 2008, Breaking Bad came out. Bryan Cranston played Walter White, and he wore a pork pie, and they became popular once again. Now, the look of a pork pie is as such. They're very cool, they're very hip, jazzy. Okay, we talked about that. Rebellious looking, and it's something you would see in the inner city. It's not a countryside hat. It's something you'd see, you know, in the inner city. So that's the kind of look you're going to achieve with a pork pie. Now, if the question pops in your mind as to how one wears a pork pie, traditionally they're worn level across the head. When you put them on, you want to bring the front brim down just a little above the eyebrows. But if you want to spice things up and change your look, you could, as the jazz musicians did, tilt them back. I like that. And then, once again, harkening back to the early days, you can do what the women did and wear them further forward if you have a lot of hair in the back. I can't imagine another scenario in which you would do that, but that is how you wear the classic pork pie. Now, the pork pie is not for everyone, so there are a couple of things to consider. It's a hit and a miss depending on who's wearing it. If you're a man of short stature, you don't want to wear a pork pie. And the reason why is because the hat does not add any height to the frame whatsoever. It actually has a squashed appearance on you. Also, if your face is round or blocked, I'm not talking about a beard, I'm talking about the face itself. If it's a round or block-shaped face, it will not compliment you whatsoever. What you might want to consider in that case is wearing maybe a trilby, which is something I talked about in my previous video. See, this does actually add some height. So if you're a man of average height, or you have a long or oval face, the pork pie will look good on you. But if you fit the prior description, you might want to stay away from it altogether. Consider me having saved you some trouble about this. I don't want you to make a purchase and then regret it because you think it didn't look good on you. Those would be the reasons why. Now let me give you some details about this particular pork pie and how you can acquire it for yourself if you're interested in it. This is actually made by Zertrue. I ordered this off of Amazon. When I received this, when it was delivered, I was extremely impressed with their packaging. It was just par to none. This hat could have in no way been compromised or crushed. They packed it so well. In fact, I wish I would have actually made a video of the unpacking of this because I've never seen a hat come so well. It's very professional. And then on the inside of this hat, you have an adjustable band. If you look where the tag is at, lift this up. There is a Velcro band in here that you can rip off and adjust to fit your size. I wear a large typically, but my head measures 58, 59 centimeters, so it's right on the cusp of medium and large. And I'm really nervous about ordering hats without having tried them on because it's such a hit and miss with me. But I ordered large at a 58, 59 centimeter size, and it fits so well because that band makes it easy to adjust. Also, they include three different feathers that you can apply to the side of the hat. And oftentimes you'll see pork pies worn like that. Now, it's not my thing. You could wear them over here where the bow is at or on the other side. It doesn't really make any difference, but they provide the small red and black one. And then there's another red, black, white. It looks like a pheasant feather. Go right there. That's really cool. Or you could actually use your own feather if you wanted to. But this is a really nice one also. It's brown, black, and white. So you can actually, you know, change out the feathers according to whatever it is you're wearing and whatever look you're trying to achieve. Now, I will say also, by the way, those feathers are a nice touch, aren't they? I will say also that if you should happen to crush your hat for any reason whatsoever, that just by applying steam, you could restore the shape of it. And so it's this is a hat that I think is going to be around for a long time for me. I'm going to wear it quite a bit. I haven't had it very long, probably a week and a half, but I absolutely love this thing. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. And by the way, it only cost me a little less than $30. I'm not kidding about that. This feels like a much more expensive hat. It was so professionally packed, I felt like I should have sent them more money, but no, I would never do that. But I'm just saying that it's a quality hat. This will be around probably for the rest of my life. And I didn't have to break the bank to do it. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you. You can get one for yourself if you like. If you do, let me know. They have many other colors there that you can pick from. So it doesn't have to be black, but I just got this one because it is the classic traditional pork pie. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's piqued your interest and maybe shed some light on a few things and got you excited about getting your own pork pie. Leave a comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and share it with others. If you want to thank me in a tangible way, there is a thanks button down below that you can hit, or you can hit the link to my PayPal, but you don't have to. None of that you have to do. I'm going to keep doing this anyway, but I'm just making it available to you. It helps support the channel. So guys, I've really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to bringing you many more videos like this, showing you a lot of different hats that you can use or that you can wear with your beard to look snazzy, to look stylish, to look different. And you're gonna get attention. If you don't want attention, if you don't want people talking to you, don't take my advice, okay? Just saying. People notice you when you wear nice hats. All right. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.